one and all. Welcome to Jerry's Savage Court. I'm Donald Irwin. Joined alongside me is Alex MD, and we actually have a special guest joining us, Mr. Lock-on-4. How are you?
Hi. Good to be with you guys. Thanks for having me. Please call me Jason. That's all I ask. I'm a very simple request.
Awesome. Well, we've certainly got a good matchup for you today. Loyola's senior night here, and they will be facing off against the John Carroll Patriots. And Alex, what are the key points for this matchup?
All right, so for Loyola, the key to this game is stopping John Carroll's lethal scorer, Emmanuel Quickly. He's a junior getting looks from scholarship offers from Duke. So he and Kenny Lewis should be going head-to-head tonight in what should be a fairly high-scoring affair.
Were you guys at the game when we played at these guys?
We were not, but it was a close game. We were able to keep it close.
You don't know how many Quickly you went for? Were we able to contain him at all, or you don't know?
He did some damage.
Well, I would assume that the best bet to guard him would be Cortland Nelson. He's quick on his feet, and he has a pretty good size. That is number 32. It is senior night, so they're going to give Devin Frank the run, but I expect Cortland Nelson to play a full allotment of minutes tonight.
Right, and it's going to come down to the guard play of Loyola as well, anchored by guys like Hallaby and Watson. It's going to be up to them to control the tempo in the backcourt.
And I believe there's a technical foul called here at the start of the game, as it is. I'm not exactly sure, but I did see J.J. Hallaby shooting 2 free throws at the start of the game. Possibly some pregame scrap. Hallaby laying it up and in. Good start for Loyola.
My first game of the year, so I'm trying to be a good luck.
And there is Emmanuel Quickly, and now there you see why he's getting looks from Duke with that deep range.
And right on cue, Quickly showing off his long-range ability right there.
So you guys keep all your stats in your head? How do you do this? You got no notepads, no BlackBerry, because I'm the old school. No iPhones or anything like that?
Well, we've got our roster set up here. Took some notes earlier. John Carroll comes into this game at 21-10, 7-5 in the MIAA, and they're 13th ranked in the state.
Devin Frank knocks it down, the senior. And it looks like Watson will come out guarding Quickly. Quickly into the corner. And layup no good. Rebound Pat Norris, and he turns it right over. And Frank will take the charge. Absolutely.
This is a good crew. These guys generally call it pretty close. What do you think?
Absolutely. They usually call a fair game. Like all refs, they're going to miss one or two, but very, very good refs.
And we've seen this all season long. On the defensive end, Coach Tavalli emphasizes getting set and taking charges. We've seen that throughout the year from guys like Cortland Nelson, and Devin Frank did it right there as well.
There you see Hallaby slipping up. Gets a hold of it over to Lewis, the senior. And Lewis will take it to the rack and get it to go. So a hot start from Loyola. And if they want to add to this lead, they're going to have to keep pushing it pedal to the metal. Usually because of our, we're pretty small team. Generally, we're going to want to press, we don't really full court press, but we usually want to press the ball once it gets half court. As we usually play the perimeter pretty tight, try not to let anybody get in close. And there you see the John Carroll using its size down low.
Right, and it helps if your point guard is 6'6", as he went up right there.
And Hallaby gets it to go, and a timeout, John Carroll. And with that timeout, we're going to take a short break. From Donald Irwin,
I'm Alex MD.
We'll be back in a few. Okay, welcome back. Loyola sporting an 11-5 lead here. 5:47 remaining in the quarter. Hallaby has 4 points and a steal so far in this game. And an offensive foul, the second of the game, and Loyola's really doing a great job down in the paint drawing these fouls.
And that's the one way Loyola can test the immense size disadvantage they have, is get those big men into foul trouble. And that's already the second charge on John Carroll in the first quarter.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get this quickly guy in foul trouble. That would certainly help our cause.
Absolutely, that limits John Carroll's ball handling and their scoring ability. Lewis gonna fire, got it! And there's Kenny Lewis, had 45 against Calvert Hall, and he's looking to put up a number tonight on his senior day. 45 against Calvert Hall, including a game-winning shot.
And can't forget about that St. Francis game where he had 30 in the second half.
Frank finding Watson. Watson will lay it up and in.
Oh! That explains it.
And we're certainly seeing a back-and-forth game so far in this one. 3 no good. Rebound, Norris. And Hallaby will take it across. Watson with the reverse, no good. Rebound, Cameron Byers. Quickly going the other way. And the foul.
And Emmanuel quickly showing off his pure scoring ability, slicing through the defense, and he gets that one to go.
Neither team afraid to put up the bombs from long range. A lot of perimeter shooting so far.
Oh, absolutely. But as Alex has said many a time this year, you live or die by the 3. So if they start to not fall, we might see a little scoring drought here.
No, let's root against that.
Yeah, but we've seen throughout the year once Kenny Lewis gets hot, there's really no one that can stop him.
Hallaby.
They always set you guys up in the visitor section here?
Yeah, that's kind of the spot we've claimed.
That's all right, all right.
And it's kind of interesting to see opposing fans so enthusiastic.
No, that's cool. You got to respect that.
And turnover here. And quickly passes it off to Mathis and the foul.
So the tandem of Quickly and Mathis has been making some noise, and drawing fouls and getting into the line has been their identity throughout the season.
And
that gets teams into foul troubles, as Loyola already has 4.
And Mathis will convert. Cameron Shaw into the game for Devin Frank. The explosive junior hoping to slash his way into about a solid 10 points here tonight. Norris will fire just off the mark. And here comes Quickly. And a scrum here. Nelson's able to come away with it. And here comes Kenny Lewis in transition. Finds Watson. Acrobatic layup, and he's fouled.
Yeah, I think we got away with a walk there, but take that when you can get it. What kind of ambient mics do you guys have? Are you picking that up, or we don't know? You have to ask your producers back there. So if this is senior night, then this is the last time you guys do this year?
Yeah, this is the last time we're going to be able to see Kenny Lewis and Patrick Norris and guys like that play.
And it's your last broadcast, correct?
Of the basketball season, yes. We'll also be doing lacrosse and baseball.
Gotcha. Because, you got to give a shout-out to your producers and spotters and all your guys here who don't get the glory. Any seniors back there? You got to take care of the guys who make you look good here,
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely.
You guys do your own makeup?
Hey. People have told me that I have a face for radio, so.
I don't know. I wouldn't say that. Don't sell yourself short.
quickly here. Inside. And there you see Cameron Byers getting the bucket down low. Loyola having a little bit of trouble here moving the ball. Shaw over to Watson.
Yeah, this is where the lack of size shows up. I mean, look at their bigs underneath the basket.
And Shaw knocks it down. They're really going to need that three here today as they're really undersized down low.
Loyola may have size disadvantages throughout the entire year, but they've got several three-point marksmen that have kept games close this year.
Watson shot no good. Rebound Byers. And loose ball here. Norris will grab it. Layup no good. And possession will be to the Patriots.
Thought we'd get a little bounce pass there to his teammate for the layup, but
absolutely
didn't go that route.
I think Norris was looking to draw the foul.
Seen both teams run the floor early and often throughout this first quarter, as Loyola only averages about 53 points a game, and they're on mark to shatter that.
Pretty frenetic pace. Do you know what their high? I don't want to put you on the spot, but you know what our high is in a game this season, or a rough
87
estimate?
against Calvert Hall.
87.
Yes.
Man, what did they put in the pasta before that game? We need to clone that game.
And there you see sophomore Connor Hepting checking in. Kind of made a name for himself as a dead-eye shooter. And a blocking foul called on Hepting. And it will be senior Alex Rowe shooting two.
Interesting fashion choice with the long sleeves. It's a little toasty in here, don't you think? I wouldn't be going long sleeves, but that's just me.
I actually saw something. A lot of people say that long sleeves help you shoot better.
Huh?
So I guess
Mind over matter.
Yeah. Hepting will fire, just off the mark. And it appears that Cameron Byers has really been trouble inside for Loyola, as he's pretty much grabbed every rebound so far.
I'm impressed by quickly how unselfish he is, for being a kid who's clearly the most talented player on the court. Doesn't force the offense to himself.
I don't know. I think he more likes to let the offense play through him, and naturally being as good as he is, he's going to have people, defenders drawn to him, and that's where you pass it off.
And that's what makes great players great, as they share the wealth, try to get everyone involved.
In the Nelson. Nelson will fire from about 15. Got it.
Nice. I like the NBA traveling rules tonight, too. This is being officiated like a National Basketball Association game.
And quickly, no good. Rebound, Kenny Lewis. Other than that 1-3, Lewis has been pretty quiet so far in this first quarter. There is 45 seconds remaining. Lewis will fire. Just off the mark, rebound Shaw. Shaw driving. And he gets it to go. Maybe a foul there, Alex.
Could have been a foul, but got to give credit to Shaw. Beautiful move. Nice hop step. And Loyola extends the lead to 6.
Rare offensive rebound for us as well. I don't recall too many of those thus far.
Absolutely. I think that might have been just a case of getting the lucky bounce. It looks like quickly here on the Patriots will hold for the last shot. And the runner is no good.
Go.
Rebound Nelson. Nelson will fire.
Maybe
and it's
on the
short.
bounce. No.
So at the end of the first quarter, Loyola leads by 6 from Donald Irwin.
I'm Alex Emney.
We'll be back to bring you the second. And welcome back here to Jerry Savage Court. The Dons lead the Patriots 25-19. 5 from Kenny Lewis and 5 from Cameron Shaw have really spurred this offense.
What I like is Loyola's defensive effort so far, keeping quickly in check for the most part. He's dished out a few nice assists, but he's a natural scorer.
And there you see a 3 from Alex Rowe.
Not much of an arc on that, huh? Jeez, it was a line drive.
Oh yeah, I think he made about 20 in a row here in warm-ups.
Wow.
He's got little room for error with that small arc. If you hit any rim, that's going out.
And Kenny Lewis is able to get the acrobatic layup to fall. Three-point basket, no good. Rebound, Lewis. Lewis looking to run here. Lost control of it, able to retain it. And he'll fire. And
I tell you what, the Dons certainly aren't intimidated. I mean, it's good to see them being this aggressive. That's what senior night's all about.
Absolutely. And with Lewis, you kind of have a two-headed monster. Either shoots 6 of 8 from 3 or 1 of 8 from 3. And it looks like we got that 6 of 8 side tonight. Good defense there from Shaw, able to poke the ball loose. Nigel Houghton will drive and get it to go. And Hepting will bring the ball up here for Loyola. And a blocking foul called here on the freshman Cameron Byers.
And just in for John Carroll for the first time this evening is Nick Rosacci, the senior.
Shaw will fire. Oh, just misses. That's got to be brutal.
Unlucky there.
And Houghton will drive, and he will be shooting. We've got a pretty good crowd tonight here at Jerry Savage Court. It looks like a lot of people have come out along with students for senior night.
Definitely student section filled like it was against Calvert Hall. And in the post-game interview, Kenny Lewis attributed that victory to the student section for making all that noise, so they can definitely help impact the game.
Not a lot of chants, though. You guys do chants, or is there like certain, besides obviously roll Don's roll or anything like that?
Not normally, no.
No, nothing for any particular players or anything like that? Not really?
No, we really haven't developed any brands yet, but you best believe that when the Loyola student section's out, there's going to be a lot of cheering.
Absolutely.
And Watts is going to come in for Kenny Lewis, giving him a little break.
Something interesting to note is we have not seen Chidnake at all tonight. He's a junior forward, pretty much crashing the defensive glass all throughout the year, so very interesting.
And Dubemnake, brother of Chid, looking to dump it off here. He'll find Hallaby. Hallaby will fire. Just short, and Nelson's able to save it, but right into the hands of Rowe. And Rowe will lay it up and in. And if you're Loyola there, you got to have some better interior defense.
And just like that, John Carroll goes on a 6-0 run to cut that 8-point lead to 2.
Pretty good run from John Carroll here to start this quarter, huh? They've cut the lead down to 2 now.
Absolutely, and we've seen this Loyola 3-ball not really fall here in the first 2.5 minutes of this second quarter.
What I like them to do more is drive to the basket, maybe create some contact, and get to the foul line. I think that would be the best way to solve their lack of height.
to their credit, though, even when they've tossed it up from range, they've been unselfish, taking a lot of time off the clock, tried to slow this game down a little bit.
And there is the traveling call. Coming out, Chidnake traveling, taking an extra hop step. And a push called here. Called on Chidnake. Real will inbound it.
That's trouble.
And a technical foul called, slamming his hand down and looking at the ref. That's going to warrant a technical every time.
Definitely quickly upset with the no call there. And he said something to the ref, and you just can't do that.
Looked like the coach was going to sub him out for a minute here to calm him down. I'm not sure if he's going to stay in here or not.
Yeah, that's very pertinent because it depends on who the technical foul was on at the start of the game. Because if you get your second technical, you're out.
Oh, right. Wow.
Wake up, ref, wake up!
Can you get your stats crew on that? You got to have somebody peek over their shoulders there and find out who that initial tee was on.
And like you said, it appears that he was a little hobbled, but he will remain in the game.
Right, quickly was a game-time decision coming into this contest. He's hampered by some sort of leg injury, but no doubt that he was definitely going to suit up for this big game.
So our statistician Joe Tartaglia has actually found out that the first technical was a team technical, and it was for dunking and warm-ups.
Oh, wow. Well, we didn't have to worry about it right there. That one won't end up on SportsCenter.
Hallaby with the floater, no good. Rebound quickly looking to run here. And he will be shooting. So tensions are pretty high here, going back and forth and a couple of hard fouls.
Go to work, JC! They don't respect you. Go to work!
And he's able to get the first one to go.
Go to work! There we go!
Any other student athletes in the Catholic League who are being looked at by schools like Duke on any of these other teams that we face regularly?
I believe that the name's kind of escaping me right now, but I believe there's somebody who's looking is actually being recruited by University of Maryland and Mark Turgeon.
Oh,
right
wow.
now. I believe he's on Mount St. Joe.
Yes,
okay.
They've got two big men, very skilled, looking at Division I schools.
Yeah, we got it now, baby.
That's trouble.
Oh, and there it is, the turnover. John Carroll looking to go back into the paint. Quickly gets it. He's being guarded by Hallaby, and Rowe will fire. And an air ball. So there you see that lack of arc kind of hurt
That's
him
the
there.
line drive.
Yep.
A little too low that time.
Shaw will fire. No good. And there you see Loyola starting to lose the three ball here, and John Carroll was able to claw back in it and tie it up.
And that's not really Cameron Shaw's game. He's more of a guy who likes to drive the lane. I think he's got to settle down and just find what he does best, and that's slice through that lane.
Yeah, the previous time down, the lob pass wasn't going anywhere, though, either.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think we'll see too much more of that.
When the opposing team's point guard is bigger than your center, that usually doesn't warrant
Not
dumping
a good
it in the
idea.
paint.
Charge, charge!
And Shaw's able to get it to go, like you said, Alex, attacking the paint. And a foul called. And the foul is on Chidnake. That's his second. And it appears that Montez Mathis will be shooting too. And the first one in and out here. And here you see Kenny Lewis and Cortland Nelson checking back in. Chidnaka going out with fouls, and Hallaby has had a significant amount of runs so far. He needs some rest.
And as Kenny Lewis checks back in, he's the guy to stop their three-point shooting woes, as he can light up the scoreboard in an instant. So
Norris will fire. No good. And the rebound goes to Mathis. Quickly has it up top. Guarded by Watson. And in and out here.
Wow.
And there you see Patrick Norris, really quick hands, able to strip the ball out of Quickly's hands when he goes up for the layup.
Scrappy effort from Loyola. They're showing Quickly no quarter. I mean, nobody's backing down from him.
Absolutely. One of the ways to stop guys like this is to get in their head. And you can see that Loyola is starting to do that with that technical on him earlier in the quarter. And a loose ball. And a foul called. I'm not sure if it's shooting yet, and it appears that it is.
that was a shooting foul, but either way, John Carroll is nearing that double bonus. So
Take the lead, baby, take the lead.
I don't believe the Dons have been behind yet in this game. Hopefully, I'm not jinxing them here, but
All the way up, baby. All
right, they've got off to a blazing hot start, which they haven't been able to do, as they usually find themselves having to crawl back out of a hole.
And Loyola really needs to get something going here. They'd really like to take it into the half with a lead.
whoa.
And there's Kenny Lewis from about 28 feet out. That's about his range.
Not going to see a prettier shot than that tonight.
And Watson able to get it. Driving is Watson, and he'll lay it up and in. Amari Watson getting quickly on the back hip and able to lay it up and in.
And I like how Loyola immediately doubled on the defensive end right there, and Watson with a nice touch off the glass.
Running at Quickly, smart as well. You can tell he didn't want to pick up a foul there. He backed away pretty quickly.
And Quickly seems to be pretty adept at drawing fouls here as he will go to the line. With 54.2 seconds remaining, Loyola up 39-35. And it appears that he's got that whole free throw thing down as well. Watson will bring it up here for Loyola. 50 seconds on the clock. And trying to force it inside yet again. That hasn't worked for the Dons yet.
I would have liked to seen us take a half a minute off the clock there.
He can't stop you. He can't stop you.
Quickly guarded by Patrick Norris. 15 seconds on the shot clock. 25 on the game clock.
This is like an NBA isolation play here.
And 12 seconds left. Over to Kenny Lewis. Lewis will fire. No good. Rebound Shaw. And he gets his own rebound and the foul. And he just had positioning and he just was able to get it up and in.
Yeah, great positioning by Cam Shaw right there, as he was able to out-muscle everyone and crash the offensive glass.
And with 3.8 seconds to go, no less. Shot no good from Shaw. 1 second left,
No
he
way.
fires. That's pretty close, and So that's going to be halftime here. The Dons lead the Patriots 41-37. Joined by Jason Luckenfora, I'm Donald Irwin.
And I'm Alex Emdy.
And we'll be back to bring you the second half. The Patriots.
Right, and Loyola has never trailed in this first half, getting off to a lead right from the start. And they've never looked back, energized by this big crowd we have on site at Jerry Savage Court this evening. It's senior night, and they lead one of the top teams in the MIAA by 4.
Yeah, and like I said, we are joined by Jason Lacanfora, and Mr. Lacanfora.
Jason, please. Yes,
For those who don't know who you are, why don't you just give them a little breakdown?
I am a 1992 graduate of Loyola Blakefield.
All right.
What else? And I cover the NFL for CBS. But most importantly, tonight, I'm just here rooting on the Dons like you guys.
Absolutely, and we've certainly got a good one here. Kenny Lewis has it at the top. He'll pass it off. Hallaby a fire. No good. Rebound quickly running here. And the foul. Emmanuel quickly showing off that speed from basket to basket.
Kind of a questionable decision there by Norris. No need to slap him in the arm there.
Right. A common saying is if you're getting to foul him, foul him. Don't give him a little tic-tac foul and give him the extra point.
He's certainly comfortable gliding in the air, huh? He's got some body control.
Watson has it up top. Over to Norris. The Dons really need to get something going inside here. Shaw loses it. And here comes quickly again. And a cross-court pass is mishandled there by Montez Mathis.
I just saw Loyola turn it over, which is something that's plagued them all year. I think they got to slow it down a bit, get settled in the offense, and chew up some clock.
I couldn't tell if he was just trying to keep that ball in bounds or if he was trying to tip it back to somebody on the perimeter. Either way, worked out for Loyola.
And Watson layup, no good. Rebound Norris, no good. And an offensive foul call here, and that was a pretty good call. Lewis held his footing and just took the charge.
You guys have any second half predictions here? Anybody you think might get hot? Any sense on if the Dons can hold on to this thing?
I think you got to look to Kenny Lewis first and foremost, leading scorer this year. It's his last game, so I'd expect him to come out firing. And I think if Loyola wants to have any chance of holding on, he's going to be the catalyst.
Absolutely. Kenny Lewis is definitely the one to get the Dons rolling here. As the traveling violation, we'll give the ball back to John Carroll. And if you're Loyola right now, the last thing you can afford to do is turn over the ball.
Line drive.
And there you see that line drive. It was right on the mark, but it hit the back of the rim and popped out.
Yeah, overshot him just a smidge. Nice bounce pass.
And that's Hallaby, able to find anybody, anywhere, all over the court. That's really what he does. He's more of a dimer.
Yep, and as you just said, Hallaby has great court vision and a nice backdoor cut by Norris there.
And quickly has the ball, guarded by Shaw here, looking to drive. And a foul is called on Shaw, about 15 to 18 feet away from the basket, which is the last thing you want to be doing.
You guys surprised they're not trying to post us up more? I mean, there's not a whole lot going on for them through the paint. You know, it's been either 3-point attempts or somebody trying to penetrate from the perimeter.
Right, and that's something we've seen as every single opponent has had a height advantage on the Dons this year. And like against Mount St. Joe, we're just seeing Loyola virtually abandon the post game. Usually Nelson is a presence, but he's been very quiet this evening.
And there you see a fourth offensive foul of the game called. Loyola's really doing a great job down low in that regard.
No, it's fearless. You got some of these athletes coming at you like that. It's no easy thing just to take that charge.
And Norris loses it. Halton going the other way. He will kick it over. And a foul called on Norris. It was probably a good foul there because he was about to bring the entire rim down.
He is 0 for 2 on dunk attempts now, though.
Oh, yeah. That one was a little bit better than the last.
It was closer.
First one. Yeah.
Yeah, progress. Baby steps.
He's getting there, but also called for that technical foul as you cannot dunk in warm-ups.
And the first one rolls in. And Cortland Nelson will check in for Patrick Norris. And there you see John Carroll opting to go for more size. They are putting in Cameron Byers, the freshman.
My daughter just tried to get in on this broadcast. Come on. Chloe, this is all guys only. I'm sorry. I don't mean to. Huh? We'll see you at the next mixer.
And there you see Hallaby, great court vision, finding Watson. And not that many people can make that pass.
Oh, what a dime he just dished out there through traffic.
And a layup up and good here from Nigel Houghton. Watson with the ball over to Hallaby.
Uh-oh.
And him going for the steal has created a little, yep. And Lewis, no good. But like I said, him going for a steal created a little fast break opportunity for Loyola. And a double dribble was called here. And Loyola's really got to start limiting those travels and double dribbles.
Watson got a bit excited there, got a bit ahead of himself. He had Shaw wide open.
I wouldn't mind seeing the Dons slow down the pace a little bit here, too. I don't know that you're going to be able to run with these guys. And now that they've cut the lead to 1, I wouldn't mind working the ball around the perimeter a little bit and waiting for that shot.
Absolutely. And throughout this game, there's been a blistering pace, really. As we know, the home team generally controls the pace, so like you said, probably be in their best interest to slow things down a bit.
Hallaby brings it up. And you see Loyola getting a little rattled here. Lewis fires just off the mark. Rebound Shaw. And he will set it back up.
Use that new 30-second clock.
And Hallaby turns it over, but John Carroll gives it right back. And Shaw gets the layup to go. So we're seeing a back and forth there. We've really seen John Carroll excel more in the transition, but they've really struggled in the half-court set.
I'll tell you, if nothing else, the Dons have forced them to stick with their starting 5, it looks like. I bet they thought they'd get a little more out of their bench, but they found themselves in a ball game here.
Lewis into Hallaby, over to Nelson. Nelson will fire, a little short there. And Hallaby tries to rip it away from quickly, but to no avail. Rowe trying to get it in here. And layup is up and good here. Looks like Nelson might have taken a shot in the mouth.
It's John Carroll's biggest lead of the game now, I believe. 3 points, 50-47.
And a timeout. Coach Davali, he needs to rally the Dons a little bit here. And with that timeout, we're going to take a short break. With Jason Luck in for, I'm Donald Irwin.
I'm Alex Emdy.
And we'll be back to bring you the last 2 minutes of this quarter. And welcome back after a short break. John Carroll on a little bit of a run here, and Loyola really needs to get something going if they want to try to quell it.
All right, I think Loyola really has to settle down. They've got to slow it down, run a better offense.
Love to see us come up with an offensive board or two as well. I don't know what those numbers are going to look like at the end of the game, but I can only recall maybe 2 or 3 offensive rebounds for the Dons in the entire game so far.
And Lewis able to get it inside, and the foul is going to be on Cameron Byers. And that's what Loyola needs to do. They need to get fouls on these big guys, and that opens up the entire paint.
All right, and that's the best way to break down that 2-3 zone that John Carroll has switched to. That is feeding the post and drawing contact.
And John Carroll this year, 21-10 overall record, 7-5 in league play. Quickly will bring it up. Quickly calling for the screen here on Hepting. shot no good there. And after getting the rebound, Rowe throws it away, but he did have him down low, just maybe a little too much on that pass.
I'm starting to wonder if the tag in the back of Quickly's thing that's hanging out is by design. Is that like his thing? Have you noticed? Well, we're about to see it right here. He's got like the tag on his shorts hanging out.
I'm not 100% sure, but
I don't know if that's like his signature deal or what.
Yeah, it looks like he's got those shorts rolled up a bit.
Yeah.
Nelson driving, no good. Maybe a little contact there. But Quickly will go the other way. And rebound Shaw. Shaw looking to run here. 3-point game, 1:20 remaining in the quarter.
Nice.
And there you see that pump fake getting him up in the air, and then Lewis dumps it off to Nelson for the layup.
And there's a perfect example of what kind of a crowd Kenny Lewis can draw, as he sucked in the center of that defense, leaving Nelson wide open.
Big board for the Dons there to start it as well. That could be a key sequence. If John Carroll scores there, I kind of started. Thought they might start to pull away.
54-51 here, 45 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Let's get a stop. Get a stop.
Hallaby has it. Over to Shaw. Shaw to Hepting in the corner. Hepting for three. Off the side of the backboard. Maybe rush that one a little bit there.
Yeah, they can hold here, obviously. Shot clock off.
And
We're gonna
Quickly
give
will
it to
hold for the last
Quickly.
shot.
And he's been dishing out some passes throughout this game. Look for him to drive and
Guarded
maybe
by
kick one out.
Hallaby. And the shot, got it. And that's gotta hurt.
That's what it do.
Ouch. That one could hurt, guys.
Yup, and we're gonna take a short break. The Patriots lead the Dons here by 6 heading into the fourth. Welcome back here. Start of the fourth quarter. John Carroll had a pretty favorable third quarter. Now they're up 6 on Loyola.
Definitely John Carroll. Especially since John Carroll has been able to grab offensive rebounds, leading to second chance opportunities.
Little different approach here from John Carroll as well, huh? Now that they've got the 6-point lead, they seem like they're going to be pretty inclined to work the clock a little bit. Not nearly the frenetic pace they played at for 3 quarters.
No, and for a team that thrives so much in transition, it's kind of interesting seeing them play at this slow pace. And a foul called here on Nake, and you can't be doing that, fouling them with 5 seconds left in the shot clock, giving them 2 free points.
That may just be the strategy they go with throughout the rest of this game. I mean, just milking off 30 seconds of the clock and finding a guy down low. So
the final 7.5 minutes here for the Don seniors. Any Any particular moments about some of these guys that stand out? Having watched them play here.
It's got to be Kenny Lewis's shot against the Hall, right?
Biggest shot I've ever seen, and he's just been clutch. You got to say, throughout his whole career, leading the Dons back down 20 in the third quarter against St. Francis, and then the dagger to beat Calvert Hall. So quite a career for him and all the other seniors.
And down 8 here, Loyola really needs to get something going. The three-point shot not falling in the second half like it did in the first.
Big. I'm glad he pointed the way he did.
Yep, that would have hurt because it looked like Kenny Lewis could have saved that, but he was smart in knowing that it was going to be Loyola basketball. And you see Cameron Byers, just a presence in the middle. Kenny Lewis gets to the first two defenders, and then there he is to clean up the miss. Lewis gonna fire. He got it. That's
Splash.
a good sign. Good sign for sure.
Let's hope that's contagious. Is it just me, or is this the biggest lineup we've seen from John Carroll? They took 4 out. They put another big in. It looks like they've got all their size out there right now.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to slow down the game and control the glass. That's how you get back in a lot of games, by getting all the rebounds. So it looks like they're trying to contain that.
Their bench has great depth. I mean, they've been pulling from their bench throughout the game, and oftentimes your bench can win a game, as the depth of John Carroll's bench has shown up, while Loyola has gone with its starting 5 for most of the afternoon.
Shot no good from Shaw. Here goes Quickly. And a near three-point play here, and it appears that it's basically been the trio of Quickly, Byers, and Mathis tonight.
A lot of trips to the foul line here, too, now as well. It seems like if they're not coming away with a field goal, they're at least getting a chance to shoot from the foul line.
And Watson will check in here for a Hallaby. 5:36 left. The Pats are up by 8.
And John Carroll is pretty much taking command of this one. Loyola has to remain virtually mistake-free over this last 5:36.
And a timeout, John Carroll. So, Alex, what do you think Loyola can do to get back in this one?
Well, it starts on the defensive end. You've got to clear out the glass and get the rebound to jumpstart your offensive set. And I think, as easy as it sounds, you just got to take the best available shot throughout the afternoon. We've seen forced shots, like Cam Shaw chucking up threes. That's not really his game. I mean, Kenny Lewis has been the heart and soul of this team. I think you got to put the ball in his hands and just hope he can knock some big shots down.
Yeah, let's hope that 3-ball comes alive, guys. Otherwise, I think the deck's a little stacked against us at this point.
Absolutely, and as long as Cameron Byers and Montez Mathis are in the game, it's going to be hard for Loyola to really get the ball inside, and so they are going to rely on Kenny Lewis's 3-ball. Maybe a couple of those will get us back in this one.
Haven't seen a lot of screens set up top for him since the first half. I wonder if we get back into that game a little bit, try to get a screen at the top of the key and get him a couple of free looks from range.
Absolutely, we've seen a couple of times that work.
Number 2.
That brings us back to the game against Calvert Hall, where that screen you just talked about, Cortland Nelson freed up Lewis, and he was able to get off that game-winning 3.
And Nelson unable to corral it there. And that was a quick and pretty forced shot there. Maybe I'll work the ball around a little bit more. At least if you're Loyola. Quickly's got it up top. Passes it over to the wing. And a nice rebound from Cortland Nelson there off the missed floater. And he will give it to Watson to bring the ball up. And a foul on the floor here. And it appears that the student section might be calling for a technical there.
It's a pretty emphatic call by the ref. He didn't want anybody to have any ideas that could possibly be a shooting foul.
Absolutely. There, like you mentioned the NBA a few times. That might have been a shooting foul in the NBA because they take the continuation of the shot very seriously. And there's another turnover from Loyola. And with 4.5 minutes left, you're down 9. You really can't be having that. Quickly with the ball here. It looks like he might hold it for the last shot. And absolutely deadly. Emmanuel quickly pulling up from the elbow.
That'll get Coach K's attention right there.
Absolutely, and John Carroll just content to hold for that last shot. And when you've got a point guard at 6'6" with Division I talent, you don't have to worry about the shot clock running out.
Yeah, baby. All the way up, baby. All the way up. There we go. All the way up, baby.
And second straight turnover in a row for Loyola, and that's just not how you string together possessions, and that's not how you are able to claw back in games. So they're going to really need to turn something around here.
To the rack. To the rack. Oh, good block.
Nice block there.
Pick him up. Pick him up. There you go. There you go.
Lewis with the N1 here. Good bucket there, and once he's able to get inside, he can be deadly.
Well, you gotta like the hustle by the Dons. They haven't made it easy for him. They forced him to not go to the bench as much as they probably wanted to. They've stayed in the game. They didn't get intimidated. I mean, obviously, it'd be a heck of a comeback if they could pull it off. But regardless, you gotta like the effort.
Absolutely, and there you see Emmanuel quickly being forced to play his full allotment of minutes, and that's a good sign if you're Loyola, as well as keeping it close, you know. And this game is by no means over yet, but if I were Coach Valley, I'd be very proud of the effort these guys have put out today.
St. Louis. Downtown. Booyah. I didn't see that.
Quickly, we'll have it up top. Guarded by Shaw, a screen here, and he'll pull up. Just off, a great rebound there from Rowe.
That hurts. Especially when it's the smallest guy in their lineup who comes down with it. That's a tough rebound.
Yeah, he just went up and out-rebounded both Nelson and Kenny Lewis. That's a bad sign.
And a foul called here on Amari Watson.
Let's go, JC.
And you just can't allow that to happen. Quickly getting right there on the block.
You can see his explosion there, though. I mean, unless you anticipate that pass, you're not stopping that.
One man show. What? Travel.
And a foul called here. That'll be the 6 on John Carroll, and now both teams are in the bonus.
Come on, rep out of bounds.
And a third turnover in about 4 possessions there from Loyola. And like I said many times, that's just not going to get the job done.
All the way up, baby. All the way up. All the way up, baby. All the way up. Here we go. Here we go. Down.
Quickly driving. And he
0
went
for
for the
3 as a team.
posterizer.
On dunk attempts.
And that might have been a mistake from Quickly not just taking the layup there. Certainly that would have blown the roof off this place, but you gave Loyola a free bucket on the other end in practically no time. So if you're Coach DeValle right now, Alex, what do you think the route is to get back in this game?
I think you've got to drive and kick out to your three-point shooters. I mean, you've got Hallaby, Shaw, Watson, and Lewis, all guards capable of knocking down threes, and you got to see screens from guys like Nelson to free up those shooters.
Really has been the tale of two halves, though. Hey, guys, I think we had, 41 points at the half? We're definitely over 40, so only 18 points in the second half. That size, I think, really started to manifest itself for John Carroll. No second chance opportunities for the Dons. Not much happening on the boards. And you couple that with the three-point shot going a little cold. That's kind of the tail of the game right now.
Absolutely. I'm not sure exactly what those rebound totals are, but I'm most certain that's heavily in favor of John Carroll.
Right, and rebounding is definitely the storyline of this game. I mean, Loyola controlled that category in the first half, but in the second half, completely different story, as John Carroll has dominated the glass, and that's the reason for their 8-point lead.
And
You got it in time.
yep, got the timeout in time.
I was waiting to see if we were going to go to the full court press here and try to create some turnovers, steal a few possessions.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, it's going to be difficult coming back from 8 down with 2:12 to go.
Yeah. If John Carroll wants to stick with that size, they're going to struggle bringing the ball up the court. So it looks like the head coach for John Carroll really has to make a decision here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see 3 guards in there all of a sudden for them.
Definitely, you got to be concerned first and foremost with just getting the ball inbounds. And as you said, Donnie, if you go with your big lineup, that's going to be difficult. And just like that, they bring in some guards.
And
Do we start fouling here pretty quickly as well?
I'd give it a couple possessions. If they get a bucket here and you don't, I might start fouling, but I usually like to play the game out because you always have the chance to get a turnover or two.
And that was possibly the most blatant backcourt I've ever seen. I mean, he had his whole foot over the half-court line.
I think you just got the makeup call there with the carry. That wasn't really that bad of a carry, but I think they knew they'd missed the backcourt, so they gave the Loyola the carry.
They missed it right in front of the Dons bench, so they were hearing about it a little bit.
And the ref was right there as well. I mean, Nigel Houghton clearly had his whole foot over the line. Don't see how they missed that one.
Number 3. Hey, push it on.
Loose ball here. This is very important. Jump ball, and the possession is... It is to Loyola.
Yeah, we're on the wrong side of the possession arrow from our perch here in the Jerry Savage press box.
Yeah, but if you're Loyola, that's got to hurt because you needed that possession arrow to maybe get a turnover later in this one, maybe possession later. But now you use it just to maintain possession. And a foul called on Rowe, and Hallaby will be shooting with 1:31 left.
Good defense. That's good defense. Bail out, bail out.
With 1:31 left, as Hallaby draws the foul, I think you got to start thinking about the 3-ball now. I mean, if it weren't for that foul, John Carroll has several rim protectors who will just swat away the attempts of those Loyola guards. So down 7, you got to start shooting the 3-ball.
Big shot here, obviously, to cut it to a 2-possession game.
And he got it. And it looks like Coach Duval is opting to take out Hallaby and put in Dubem Nake for defense. Oh, that was a little tic-tac, yeah.
That was phantom.
That was called after the shot. Nelson didn't touch him at all.
And there you see a pretty foolish play there from John Carroll. You're up 6 with 1:25 left, and you're going to take a shot with 28 seconds left on the shot clock.
And I'll tell you this, their coach was politicking one of these officials the entire time. The Dons were shooting their foul shots because he thought there was a phantom call went our way, and maybe that worked in his favor because I did not see that foul.
Yeah, it appeared as if the ref looked to see if he were going to make it or not, and then that kind of decided his verdict on that. And that hurts because, like you said earlier, that 3-possession game versus 2-possession game, that 1 point matters a great deal. Shaw for 3. No good. He gets his own rebound. 1:05 left. Into Lewis's hand, and a foul will be called. And Lewis will be shooting 1-and-1 here.
Oftentimes, games will come down to free throw shooting, and these are 2 of the biggest free throws of Kenny Lewis's career.
Got the first one. That's huge.
No doubt about that one.
And the second one is up and good from Lewis. So 5-point game. There you see Knockett coming in for Hallaby for defensive reasons. And Loyola needs a turnover here.
Boy, I say press and foul here.
And there you see John Carroll opting not to pull it out, and Lewis able to get the steal. Watson for 3. No good. Might have rushed that one a little bit.
Tremendous hustle, though, to get back and recover there on defense.
Give me the foul. He grabbed it.
John Carroll got bailed out there. As you said, no need to push the pace. I mean, they could have just held on to the ball.
Yeah, I would have liked to see maybe a drive there and a layup, and then play some defense, get the ball back, and let Lewis take the last shot for the tie.
Let's go, quickly. Let's go, baby boy. Bounce out of the game. Take your time. Let's go, baby.
Ice, baby. Right here, man, yo.
First one missed here. That's a big deal.
Still plenty of time for the Dons if they can make a shot here.
Hallaby floater, no good. He gets his own rebound. Shaw for 3. No good. And they're forced to foul. So you got 2 good looks there, just unable to get them to go.
Tight rims. I mean, you talk about in and out.
Shot was halfway down. Just unlucky.
No, it was smart basketball by the Dons. They deserved a little better there on both accounts, the drive and the 3-point attempt.
Got to make it. Got to make it, baby.
Bounce out of the game, baby boy.
Got to
Take
shut
your
it
time.
down. Shut it down. Get it to the rim.
First one no good here. Loyola's going to get another opportunity to do this.
Off the front rim again. John Carroll looking tight. All those free throws coming up short.
And they've had 3 opportunities to get back in this game, but unable to really get anything going. And with 8:16 seconds left, they're gonna be hard pressed to win this one.
Got to be double-digit turnovers in the second half alone. Don't you feel like, guys?
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely. That's what's killed the Dons all season long. They were basically mistake-free in the first half and just a turnover-plagued second half. John Carroll has given the Dons several chances to get back into this. Just
Let's see another one off the front rim here. We hit a 3. Boom.
Baby boy, bounce out of the game. Take your time.
those last 2 possessions, Kenny Lewis didn't touch it once. Got to put it in his hands, obviously.
That's a great point. You need it in your best player's hands now. Absolutely.
And with 1 made foul shot and 1 to go, you got to say if it's possible for Quickly to make this second one 3-possession game with 13 seconds left, it might be out of reach.
Yeah, it'd take a miracle.
And no good here. Loyola's got to run here. They give it to Lewis. Lewis will take the layup.
No
5.
timeouts?
And 4-point game here. With it looked like the clock ran a little bit after the basket.
Yeah, I thought the timeout was pretty quickly there, and probably lost another, 2.5 seconds?
Oh, absolutely. It looks
Definitely,
like Lewis
and
got
that's
that
huge.
shot off with like 6 seconds left. But if you're Coach Diwali here, you got to be begging for one more point on the board, maybe the opportunity for a steal and a quick three.
Yeah, and if John Carroll can somehow miss both free throws, got to look for some contact and hope a three goes in.
Or even possibly a quick steal here, a layup. Then you foul and hope for the best. And Kenny Lewis contributing really, I don't know, pretty good margin, but a little bit low for his standards, though. 25 points tonight. 3.5 seconds left in the game. John Carroll up 4, and they have the ball. So, not sure what it will take to win this one, but it's going to take a lot if you're Loyola.
Well, 25 out of 65 points. I didn't do too well at math at Loyola. It's my worst subject, but that's a pretty good percentage for any one player.
Absolutely, and it looks like Quickly's going to go to the line, and he'll be shooting 2 here.
About 0.6 of a second went off the clock there, but you got to hope for Quickly to miss these free throws, otherwise he can ice the game.
And the first one rattles in. So that pretty much sails the fate of Loyola here. But you got to admit the Dons have put up a good fight.
Got to be proud of the effort throughout the season and in this game. They never gave up.
Yeah, no, there's nothing for anybody to be ashamed of here from the coach on down. Heck of an effort.
And that's going to do it here. It looks that Loyola put up a hard fight, but they end up losing 65-71. Any last thoughts?
It was an up and down season, but as we mentioned, you gotta give a shout out to the Dons for never giving up. I mean, they were down 20 against St. Francis in the third quarter. Game was virtually over, but they never gave up and stormed back for the win. So, overall, good season, great career by Kenny Lewis.
Absolutely.
And thanks for letting me sit in, guys. It was my pleasure. I'd love to do it again and keep doing what you're doing.
Absolutely.
The whole team here, your production guys, everybody helping out, guys doing stats, rotating the play, calling, and all that. It's pretty cool. So I'm proud of you guys. Roll Downs roll.
All right. And I just want to give a shout out to Matt Smoke up on camera, Michael Nitty and Zach Bollinger holding down the producer, and our statistician, Joe Tartaglia. So from everybody here at Loyola Sports Network and from Jason Locke and Fora, I'm Donald Irwin.
I'm Alex Emdy.
And we'll see you this spring for lacrosse and baseball.